Hello and welcome back to Fortune Forecast, and I am Daisy, here to interpret today's message. Thank you so much for joining me as we get started and see what the day reveals for us. And as I've mentioned before, if you're new, that'll be a first time that you get to hear this. Some of this may resonate with you and some of it may not. And as we help our collective, if it's something that doesn't resonate with you, well, leave it on the table for the next person that might need this message today. So let's get started. So we'll look at the areas of money, finance, relationships, love, family, etc., career, job, business opportunities, entrepreneurships, well-being, our health, mental, spiritual, emotional. So we'll get started, see what the day wants to throw at us. But what we can do is we can throw ourselves at the day, right? And hope that this brings some levity to your day and maybe a little pearl of wisdom at the same time. What does money have to say to us? Okay, so here we go. When it comes to money, well, is it the weekend? What do we have happening? Not much in the sense of opportunities, lost opportunities, and probably we had some plans, some things that we wanted to do, but they're not working out for us the way that we wanted. Was this a purchase that you wanted to make? Was it, could be a small purchase or a big purchase in that sense that just didn't go through because you didn't have enough information, or the persons that needed to be at the table couldn't come and help seal the deal. So there were some plans that you had either to go buy something or make a purchase. Unfortunately, things just didn't line up today for that. So no money lost really, but at the same time, nothing gained. So that's what it's looking like. So where do we fall in the area of relationship today? And when we talk about relationship, we're talking about all kinds of relationships between families, friends, co-workers, our personal relationships, our intimate relationships. You name it, it's all there. And it's interesting. I've always, in my mind, felt like relationships help us really understand a little bit about ourselves. And that circle is like having multiple mirrors because we show different sides of ourselves with different people, right? There's still always that core theme, but different people get to know different sides of us. So what do we have here in this relationship? Well, something's a little bit off in the relationship here. And for the most part, it seems that there might be someone who wanted to control the situation, somewhat of a possessive nature, if I might like to add, in this area here. Could be one of the earth signs, if you know an earth sign. And this person is, what I'm feeling, not forthcoming, didn't tell you everything. And so right now, I could see now these two things, it might be kind of related in a sense, with the money issue or this deal that didn't come through, and this person wasn't all forthcoming with everything. Almost getting this message of that if this was a real estate deal, this party did not have all their money, and so this deal had to kind of, be put aside. So that's really interesting how this message is coming in. It really seems it's very related, and I don't know if it's a very strong message of a collective group that's out there trying to make some purchases, and it's just falling apart. But there you have it. It's really hard to do a deal or to be in a relationship when the other party is not forthcoming with the information, not forthcoming with their part of the equation, in the relationship. So something kind of to look forward to today, or be alert. And how does career and business opportunities roll out, and what's the message? I know that if it's the weekend, you're like, I don't want to talk about work. What are you talking about? I don't want to talk about work at all. I'm enjoying my life. Okay, so let's see where it falls. and where it's going to land. Okay. In the area of career. Okay. So this is a good place for career. Things are pretty much coming together. There's stability there. You are not in such a stressful situation as many others may be, but for you in general, for the collective group, things are working out. There is good communication at the workforce. The business is flowing as it should be, and everything seems to be at this moment balanced and not so much pressure with that. So we're going to leave it at that, feeling very comfortable with this message, feeling good, even though there's these two other issues non-related to this, but at the same time, at least we're getting some good vibes when it comes to the field where you earn your income, and that it's feeling a place that right now you're okay, everything's falling good, nothing to be worried about. So whether you're coming into the weekend feeling like you had a great week at work or with your business and you had some good sales and some good breakthroughs, that is pretty awesome. That's kind of the place that I'd like to be too, right? That's how we'd like to get into the weekend. And what about health and well-being? Our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, our physical health. How does this roll out? Okay, so rest it is. And for some of you, what you really need is really that break. You need like a vacation from your head. You've been thinking about things too much. You've been giving it too much mind. Yes, you've been putting too many thought into your mind, and it is time to rest, to put these thoughts aside. You need to rejuvenate yourself. You need to replenish yourself. And the only way that that can be done is if you turn your brain off, because you are just going at 1,000 miles per hour, and it is just occupying so much of your mental time that you really can't focus on anything else. And if it's bothering you that much, it's like that's all you're thinking about, all these issues that you want to accomplish. And maybe it has to do with the money issue, and maybe it has to do with this relationship. But you know the best thing to do today? Put it aside. Nothing else that can be done. Don't torment yourself. Replenish, so that when you come back to address this when it must, you're going to be strong. You still have ammunition. Be clear of thought. Focused. Focus. Okay? And there you have it. This is it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to close out our universal collective with messages from our angels and see where it lands for us and what it wants us to know. Okay, what do the angels wish to share with us, and how does it connect with what's before us? Akasha. I love it because I'm getting that sense of Akasha coming here with resting. I've got this purple feeling about this, about spiritual connecting, about relaxing and resting. So let's see what the message says. So here it says, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So that being said, what we need to kind of come into connection is here that no matter what is happening in the world, we have this one place where if we find that peace through our way of being, through our life, through just the way that we run our day, we inspire others. And we may not have to be the preacher, the teacher, the guru. You could be that mother, that father, that brother, that sister. And your life is the song that brings the peace, that brings the harmony. And it is demonstrating by the way that you live your life, by the way that you talk with people, by the way that you do your things. So sometimes you don't have to be the guru, the priest, the teacher, the rabbi. We, everyday people, can be teachers to each other. So you are that. Allow that. Don't let this everyday mundane life, but it is in how you deal with the crisis when it shows up, how you deal with people that are not most honest, how do you continue to interact in your business and taking time for yourself. And it all becomes that we are each other's teacher. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope that these messages resonate with you. If you haven't done so yet, please hit like, comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get more messages.